G'day everyone, and welcome to SpaceCraft Demo, an unfortunately generic name to a game that let's say it's following that line of thinking where the big evil company puts you into debt and makes you have to work off said debt by borrowing more money. And fix it. So the big evil company town narrative that we've seen in a few things like Icarus and a bunch of others. That's not what was supposed to be happening here. Hang on. It has continued on from my previous play. It was meant to, when I clicked options and clicked reset account, it was meant to reset my account. Let's see if it does it this time. Oh, wait, is it because it's actually connected to the server? Ah, there we go. Excellent. Wake up. So, we begin here on this station and get told that we have to work, and somehow you are the selected employee. Yeah, sure, that goes. That is some weird colored hair. We'll go with it. Somehow you were the one picked who is now going to get to take on more debt and get a ship. So out we go this way. Oh, that wasn't some nice, that was some not nice frame drops. Hang on. Oof. Let's guess we'll try that. Oh, that's a hard no. There was something I did. It reset my graphics settings when I loaded it up this morning. There was something I did the other day that fixed this and made it better. But there are some, this is kind of like, as part of testing these games, one of the important things to note is this game has terrible optimization so far. It has not run well. Screen settings. Let's turn off VSync and see if that fixes it. I think that might have been one of the problems. Yeah, there we go. It's VSync. That was it. Cool. We'll head on down this way. Most of these people you can talk to will tell you things along the lines of being disappointed they're not the ones leaving, or being happy they're not the ones leaving because at least in here they're less likely to die. Which is delightfully motivating. This is a special stream? Yeah? Yeah, because Capac and I didn't have any chance to record any of our Space Engineers series this week. I figured I'd play a few games this morning, try out a few more things that are that have come out with NextFest or around this sort of time. One of the things I wanted to do this year was try out a bunch of new games, and this seemed like a great opportunity since I wasn't going to be doing as much editing today anyway, because I didn't have that to edit. Thanks, Mad Scottish Geck. Thank you for the 7 months. And thank you, Mac Boland, for the Prime sub. And Outcast, thank you for the offline Prime sub. Well, actually, that might have been right at the end of yesterday's stream. Okay, you're here for the procedure, right? Then let's get going. First off, you won't be able to do much without a ship. And to get that ship, you need a loan. Now, the good part is the company can grant you that ship and that loan. Wait, wasn't it a reward? A reward? What makes you think you deserve a free spaceship? Your 10 years of service tightening rusty bolts? We're already offering you a job. Isn't that enough? So tell me, how did you end up in the debt quarter? Criminal charges? Medical bills? Costly studies? All of the above? Or that's none of your business? It's always all of the above, or none of your business. So let's choose all of the above. Nice, that was written in your file actually. I don't know why they require me to ask. Anyway, given your current debt the company has established, your maximum loan amount as 25,000 credits. Just enough for that beauty behind me. But before you get to know... Oh, yeah, before I get to know the ship. You gotta approve your pledge. You gotta consent to all the terms and conditions I'm about to read you. My status as an affiliate to the company makes me a full-fledged citizen. It will be maintained for as long as I am able to fulfill the mission to extract, transform, and sell ore to the company by any means possible. Do you accept these terms? As an affiliate worker, I endorse the full responsibility of any activity conducted while carrying out my duties. The company cannot be held responsible for any environmental, material, or moral damage inflicted upon me or my spaceship. How rude. Okay, at this point, we stop reading the EULA, and we just start accepting everything, right? That's how this works? I think that's how this works. We just agree. We go, yes, 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 yes. And then we go, wait, what did you say? What did they say? Ah, it'll be fine. Let's go fly the ship. Lord Balthair. Twitch is the perfect platform for you to make that comment on. Beware of companies that call themselves family. Welcome, recruit. The company's onboarding procedure. By the end of it, your rank will be upgraded to apprentice. Oh yeah, there was something about them. They'll take body parts if they don't get my money back. So I think I did actually just then not read something really important. I am charged with helping you become a skilled, valuable worker. Please appreciate that the cost of this training service is graciously covered by the company. Now, I feel like whoever chose the fonts for this game, might have liked the UI in Kerbal Space Program 2. Because it's got some of the same readability problems that the KSP2 one has. Your first task will consist of navigating in space in search of basic resources. If you have any questions, please note that you are not allowed to ask them during the onboarding protocol. No. Scan. No, that's the laser. That's the scanner. Well, I always found the KSP2 interface font really quite hard to read. Like, it's something that doesn't scale well with resolution, and there's a reason we stopped using fonts like that. At least the onboarding doesn't sound as painful as that for links in Hardship. I still haven't played Hardship. I probably should play it at some point. Probably should. No, Mr. Galanor, you have to specify Rainbow Comic Sans as the best font. Has to be Rainbow. I'm pretty sure it was Comic Sans that I came across something suggesting that the guy who made it has similar regrets about making his font as the guy who first came up with Labradoodles. And I was like, oh, I didn't think Comic Sans was that bad. So if you're someone who likes the flight in SE2, this is going to speak to you. That's kind of how this feels. Labradoodle, a cross between a Labrador and a Poodle, which is not a stable cross, so you can't then breed two Labradoodles together and expect to get a similar outcome. So it's always a first generation Labrador and Poodle cross. The idea was supposed to be a hypoallergenic, really friendly dog. But what it spawned was the age of designer dogs. His heart was in the right place, though. The guy was just trying to make a guide dog that could be hypoallergenic. I mean, it's not as bad as French bulldogs, which only exist because humans are involved. Okay, I'm a bit overloaded. Now you might wonder what to do with all this raw metal. Conveniently, we can turn it into your ship's first upgrade. That will allow you to gather something more interesting than copper and iron. Excellent. Maximum storage exceeded. Now, I have 110 of 100. Need to get rid of 10 units, so let's get rid of one of the iron ores. Because they're also worth less than the copper. Wait, they're not 10 each. They're 5 each. Get rid of 2 of them. Right, now let's get home. French bulldogs cannot breed on their own at all. Nor can... Yeah, they're a tragic case. Husband is a veterinarian. The amount of ridiculous breeds that people come in with is ridiculous. Yeah, it's true. So we have a boost to get back to Babylon. I guess someone likes Babylon 5, and this reminds me that I still need to set up some system in my shed so that I can watch that again. Oh. Might have just run out of the ship battery. Whoops. Pressed booster too long. There are some elements of this game that I kind of like. Especially having loaded up and been incredibly confused. I still want to play it again, but I want to say that before I say what game I was incredibly confused by. But I loaded up X4, and it seems like something that I could get into, but man, was it overwhelming at the start. And this has not got that problem. This has a very clear, this is what you do next, this is what you do next. And I kind of wished I'd had that in X4 at the start. Okay, so... Interesting. Am I playing Space Engineers again? Okay, so I have to craft the scanalyzer alpha, which means unlock the modular systems permit. I got 60 credits. Let's buy that. Yes. Now I need to go to the shipyard. Yeah, Shadow, that's kind of what Shaq said. X4 kind of requires someone sitting next to you telling you how to play the game. And that's what makes me think maybe, and Jack also agreed with this. He's played enough that he has insight into it too. He was like, you might actually be better playing that on stream for the first time rather than trying to play it on your own and then understand it before you stream it, which is what I would normally prefer to do. Thought you were stuck there, was already writing a joke about the end of the demo. No, I just noticed myself hovering, was like, oh, interesting. So, we have smelted some iron ore. Let's smelt our copper ore. Pretty sure that's what we wanted to do. Of course, it costs us money to do any of these actions, but they do give you an indication when you pick these things whether it gives you a net benefit to the outcome. So whether you're adding value or losing value. It gets really complicated to work out whether you are or aren't, with some other things, because there are some other actions you can take that manipulate these resources further. Why doesn't it say copper ingot instead of copper ore? It does say copper ingot. Over here. This is the ore side. This is my inventory side. Or is there somewhere else? Yeah. I think it says the right thing. Thanks, Beldenek. Thank you for the 100 rainbow unicorns. Craft scanalyzer alpha. So this is where things get weird, because I need to make the module kit, the bolt and nuts, and the wires, and each of these elements will do different things to how much money I have or don't. How many do I need for this? I need 10 wire, so that's one more. And I need 20 bolt and nuts. Started watching Babylon 5 because of it being talked about on the Concrete podcast, but only got to episode 2 of season 2 before all the streaming services that had it removed it. Can't find it anywhere. Yeah, Beef, that's kind of the situation that I ran into. People were talking about it. I can't even remember. I must have been you guys talking about it. Or it was Shaq and Capac, and I don't know. People were talking about it. And I was like, yeah, that sounds interesting. But I can't get it. Like, I looked for it everywhere, and it was nowhere. There you go. If you're in the US, at least, you might have an option with Roku. Use the shipyard to install this. Where do I have to go back down? Nope, there's a shipyard over here. They thought of it. Load a ship. Edit ship. I get to plop this somewhere on the ship. I don't know how much customization this game is going to give. It feels to me like this might give the sort of level of customization that maybe Corvettes in No Man's Sky have. Could be that sort of, but it might be a little bit more than that. I wonder if the multiplayer is better, since this game seems like it's got a focus on that. Seems so. Corvette level freedom. Yeah, that's what I thought. I can't do anything with it yet, so let's validate that. Yes. Let's go do the next mission so we can unlock some more stuff. Congratulations, I've completed my first set of tasks. Your performance has been analyzed and ranked. Yes, yes, yes. Scanner equipped. Further explore Solar Alpha and discover more of its riches. Jiggly Dock. This... Okay, there are more and more things today in this game that are reminding me of Space Engineers. Jiggly elevators. Hovering on the edge of blocks. No, same issue for me, MadTechie. Roku's, like, a lot of these streaming platforms just have very little in Australia. Looks like Eve. It has been so long since I played Eve. I can remember what the ships look like, but I have no recollection what the UI looks like. Like, I really do not remember what the UI looks like at all in Eve, or how you interact with things, or how anything works, really. Press L to watch a contract. Add to watch list. Add to watch list. Add to watch list. There we go. We have missions. No, Eve plays like an Excel spreadsheet in space. It doesn't look like one. just plays like one. I mean, unless you played it the way I did. Then it kind of looks and plays like one. And that was part of the problem. So, I need to... Oh. I need to go to the correct planet. I went to the wrong planet. Because of course I did. Whoops. Off we go. Try that again. I almost got back into Eve, but thankfully was never able to recover my accounts. Yeah, Kemsy's very lucky. So, I got approached by a PR company on behalf of CCP to do sponsored content for their upcoming survival game integration with the Eve universe. So I was very honest in my reply to that email saying, no. No, I am not. I am not someone you want doing that. No, no, no. You got the wrong guy. Unlimited flight, yeah. So there's unlimited flight, but the boost morning birds. You're very loud outside my window, but it is very stuffy, so my window's staying open. Yeah, it's... what's the term I'm looking for? It's infinite fuel at the regular, but then you boost. You can see down the bottom of my HUD, there's a power symbol and then sort of diagonal hashed lines. That's my battery for my boost. So if I boost, you can see it's depleting. Eve Vanguard, that's it. So yeah, it's I said no. Because I should not do anything at all. Jeez, bird, shut up. Do I have to chase you off? I might. I don't want to wake up Toby. You missed Dust 514. Campac doesn't. I never played it. Graphite stones have unique radio properties preventing your radar from pinpointing their exact position. Starting from an approximate direction, you will have to locate each graphite deposit with your own eyes. Yes. Okay, so I just need to find High Peak and the graphite stone thingy. Which I think I might have overshot. Capac misses arc. Yep. Like a survivor misses cancer. Oh, this way. There's my big graphite stone. Don't like how you can't perspectively tell your altitude in this. What do you mean about can't tell your altitude? It's I'm not disagreeing. Oh, you mean no? The altitude's on the HUD. It's just to the left. Like it's on the HUD. But do you mean because of the perspective distortion as you come into land? Yeah, it's very much like Empyrean there. The distortion that happens as you come down to the planet. Empyrean did the same thing. Did I ever play Atlas? I briefly played Atlas with Wasted over on the Armco servers that they were hosting. I think I missed out on most of what Atlas had to offer by playing that way because they were playing especially Wasted, was playing, you know, 6 to 8 hours a day, and I was playing 3 to 4 hours a week. Does your ship take damage? Yes. Yes, it does. I mean, it's going to cost me money, but let's do it. As you can see now, on my HUD, that cog-like symbol on the left, that's lost 3 of its little bars. So yes, you do take damage. But as you can see, it's got kind of the super dampener feel of SE2. Where are those thingies? There they go. You can immobilize your ship by crashing on a planet, then game over if you don't have cash for repair. Yep. Yep. It is pretty lenient for a crash like that, yeah. I think Capac technically misses Ark, the version of Ark no one has ever played. The version that works. Oh dear. No, you just go into debt and can't buy anything until you've paid off the repairs. I think I could see it going either way in this game, honestly. I need to mine 5 of this. I don't want to overmine because I've also got to go scanning for some things before I head back. I do wonder if I'll get the urge. Ooh, good stopping. I do wonder if I'll get the urge to play Ark again at some point. Particularly the Ark 1.5 one, because when I played it with Shadow was when my first 13900K was dying, and so Unreal Engine games, particularly questionably coded Unreal Engine games, were a bit of a problem on those processors. And so I ended up with it crashing a lot, and I don't know how many of those crashes were Arc and how many of those were Intel. Yeah. Yes, ASA, but I prefer to call it Arc 1.5. I think the main reason I'm not in any rush to go back to a game like that is probably aligns with the same reason that I kind of lost interest in Palworld. I think I'm missing the bit that makes it fun for other people to capture and collect things. Like that drive to go and collect the next dino, collect the next Pokemon, whatever it is. And yeah, I don't have that same drive that a lot of the people who enjoy these games seem to have. Yeah, birds be loud this morning. That's the joy of this transition between summer and autumn, and also, well, between summer and winter, really. The transition time means that I'm often streaming at sunrise. Or before sunrise, so it's first light right now. So it was pitch dark when I came out here. And the birds love to make a lot of noise as the sun starts to come up. I need to find a copper crystalline thing. There's one of them There should be some somewhere here, but I keep finding the ferric ones. Not the Goopric one. Ah, here we go. And I can complete this mission before I go back. Thanks, Fox Guild. Thank you for the Prime sub. And thank you, Goldilocks, also for the Prime sub. Return. Wait, how much inventory have I got? I got a bit of space. Let's get some stuff for making some money. What's this game about? This game is about being a... I'm trying to find the right words. I do have the concept. I'm just trying to find the right words to describe it. It's build up from indebted to the company and do that until you get to the point where you're a freelancer with a cool ship. If you do eventually return to Arc 1.5, any plans to play it with people? Actually, Shadow, I think if I ever return to Arc, I might play it solo. Because I think some of these games where I know a lot of people have a lot of passion for it. I think I end up with this situation of I want to play with someone who loves it because they might show me what it is that makes it special. But then I also end up in this situation of they do all the things that they really like and I do the other things. Which might not be the best way to do it. When am I playing Timberborn? Tomorrow. Because that's when the 1.0 releases. That's my best guess. Like, just because so many people love these games and I've struggled, I'm wondering if it has to do with me playing them as a, me playing them in multiplayer every time I played them. No, Capac wouldn't go near Arc again. He wouldn't. No chance. And I've got no reason to try. To be honest. I played a little bit of Going Medieval. I think that's the one I've played a bit of. Around here. But yeah, unfortunately, I think that's probably the best way for me to experiment with those games again. Though I'm not sure that that'll be all that fun or that interesting to stream. So I'm like, there are so many other games. Unless it's offering something that's unique, it's hard to justify going back to a game that I've already been like, eh. I liked the core concept of Going Medieval, that it's sort of like RimWorld but stays medieval. And has some three-dimensionality to it. Because I quite liked that as an idea. It definitely didn't click as well as I'd hope. Says the guy who played 7 Days to Die recently. Yeah. Sometimes you just need a long break. Sell 40 credits worth of resources. Well, let's smelt it first. 4 iron nuggets. Okay, so here we go. Storage unit 1 SU, craft time 5 seconds, added value 1.24 credits. But the craft tax is 0.58. I don't know if the added value takes that into account. My suspicion is no. So there's an added value of like 0.6 something. Nuka World, I'm not... If you talk about games... Hang on, I should read the comment first out loud before I start thinking through things. Didn't know you like spacefaring games. You usually go for painful survival scenarios on planets that try to kill you. I very much like going to painful planets scenarios that try to kill you. I really like those scenarios because that sense of building up and that the progression that it offers is something that really ticks a lot of boxes for me. But that being said, the games that I used to play before I did this as a job were quite wide and varied. No, it's the other way around, Tax of the Lawmakers. It's you get 1 ingot for 2 nuggets. Or 4 nuggets. Nuggets is 4 to 1. Ore is 2 to 1. So I think I go to... Do I sell it? Oh, where do I sell it? Is it over here? This thing. Company exchange, there we go. So, let's sell that. Sell off some of the quartz. Actually, sell off all the quartz. If I need more quartz, and I regret this, I'll just go back and get more. Sell. Yes. How many silicon gel do I have to buy? 10. Hooray! Is there an economy here? Sort of. Now my last responsibility is to open the doors of the universe to you. That implies guiding you through the acquisition of an FTL engine. Unlock the electromagnetism permit. Buy. Simple mining laser. Got a bit more money. Cargo accommodation? Small cargo hold. Yeah, I wonder if I can up my cargo capacity. Let's do that first. Let's go off script. What do I need for that? Small module kit and metal sheet. Don't forget you need money for crafting. Yeah, I mean, it's alright. It'll be fine. Small cargo hold. Oh, I need 6 metal sheets. Okay, so I'm gonna actually run out of iron, I think. Yep. Yep. Poop. Make up 20 of those because I think I needed about that for the small module kit. Yes, needed 10. But this overclocked mining laser needs crystalline focuses. So I need 3 more of the quartz. Then magnetic coils require me to have... Okay, so I need to go mine a bunch of iron and 3 more quartz. They start charging docker fees? Are you sure? Are you sure they're not? Sure, I'll repair my ship. Take off. If he soft-locks the demo, it will be an important lesson. Yeah, it'll also be funny. Would it not be amusing if I managed to soft-lock the demo? I don't think you actually can lock yourself though, because what ends up happening is you run out of quartz. Even if you can't mine any more from the planet, you can still mine more iron, more copper, sell those and buy the quartz back. It's the storage at the dock so you can leave empty. I didn't notice any. Yeah, the only one. I did try astronauts. Was it last year or the year before? I think it was last year. I struggled with it. There was something about it that I struggled with. Can't easily put my finger on what, but it never clicked for me when I was playing it. Nope, don't want copper. Like, I don't... There was nothing that made me go, ugh, this is annoying, I don't ever want to play this again. There was just nothing that made me want to keep playing either. So it was this kind of awkward feeling of, I don't know about this game. It's just not sitting right. What the game's end game or goal wasn't clear to me, and I don't think that helped. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes that's a bit... It's funny, for the number of sandbox games that I'm sure a lot of you guys play, and as I do as well, it is weird how some games you pick up and you're like, so what's the end game? I need to know the end game. Like, it's... Because I guess, even with these sandboxes that we play, we sort of know the end game. The end game is comfort. Don't like how you have to hold 1, 2, or 3 for functions. Yeah, it's a bit unusual. I mean, it's a very hands-off game. Like, I literally am not touching anything right now. Which makes me think of MMOs. That this is kind of a grind. I wanted to give this game another chance because that was my first impression, and I was like, oh, I kind of want to see. I'll try it again and see whether you guys help me spot something that makes this feel a bit different to how it did when I tried it myself off stream. How do you know I'm full? I can't see anything on my HUD that oh, I see now. Yep. Top right, 93.5 SU, that's my storage units, isn't it? I'm not too full for the quartz though. Quartz is light and small. I think the base building might add something, but it's not in the demo. Yeah. Yeah, if the base building has some interest to it, that would certainly add a lot. feeling like, oh, jeez. Came out of that cloud quickly. This demo isn't helped by the fact it's missing, so can't show you base building or any space-based other than drift to a planet. Yeah, I often wonder when I play demos like this, where you're like, okay, this is one part of the game. Is it one part of this because they only want to show, because they don't want to put too much in the demo? Or is it one part of this because that's where they're up in the dev cycle? Or is there something else going on? Because a lot of the solo developer or small dev team games out there, their demos tend to be, this is roughly where our game is up to. We just needed to get something playable for Next Fest, so here you go. We'll time limit it because we can't figure out another way to limit our game. It's like, okay, fair. I get that. Makes some sense. But I'm not sure where this one sits, because this one has a publisher. Is this still SpaceCraft? Yes. I will endeavor to change the name on the stream title when we change games. But I want to jump out of system first. I want to at least get that bit done, because I didn't do that in solo. This is kind of as far as I got in the solo. Although I'd done a lot more trips to the planet and back, building up money for no good reason when I was playing this on my own. Because I was watching Stargate on another screen while I was doing it. Spent some time playing around with the ship modification, which is cool when you play this. Yeah. I'm sure it'll be fine, Battlesome. I'm sure it'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong? Shipyard. Wait. Unnecessary features. Electric motors. Wait, why am I... Hang on. Hang on a second. That's what I'm supposed to be making. Whoops. I might have slightly gotten distracted by a mining laser instead of... Yep. Gotcha. We do need unnecessary features. We need paint. All the paint. It's the most important thing. Gotta get some money to do that though. Would be nice to have at least one more star system in the demo just to see what's possible. The entire purpose of demo is to understand the possibilities of what you can get, and the only possible way of making a prediction is to see the progression list. So I think with demos there are conflicting needs. There are the needs of the player to understand the game, and there are the needs of the developer to market the game. And those don't always align. They often do, and I think developers that accept that maybe doing the right thing for the player is more important, developers that go that route, if they've got a good product, it'll work out for them. But if they don't have a good product, it probably won't work out well for them. Yeah, gotta look good while doing nothing, exactly. Hey, Chilla. Alright. I wanted to do that, and I wanted to do that. So I need 2 small module kits. which was a whole bunch of these. But yeah, that's kind of, you need to give the player enough to leave them wanting more. That would be the marketing goal of a demo to me. But the player goal is give me enough to make me see if this is worth my money. And often those two will align, but not always, I think. Unfortunately. How much more do I need? I need another 5 wires. So let's see, I'm trying to figure out a way to make your scrapyard mod work with the water mod to make a water world scrapyard. There's already something that was done by the fool that is a water mod scrapyard. There's already a mod out there for it. That would be your best template. The Fool, if you've got the link for that, feel free to drop it. Yeah, wanting more like, I'm looking forward to it, and not, I actually don't understand what this game is trying to be. More wires. Let's create that, and then see if I've got enough left to make the small cargo hold. Before anyone gets excited and asks, no, I do not ever plan to host a watermod scrapyard server. Just no. Unfortunately, the watermod is in Space Engineers is so performance intensive that hosting a server for that is just not feasible. Need to craft all required parts as well. Yeah, lots of games need that. Wait. Oh, hang on. Do I have enough stuff that I could sell some and make the money to get the paint? Do I? I could sell more of my quartz that I'm not going to be able to replace. Copper. Let's do the copper. Yeah, we'll sell the copper. Needed 50. Is that going to be enough? Yes. Paint. Give me the paint. Okay. Customizations. Colors. Oh, it's component-based coloring. Okay. All right. Give myself some some Survival Impossible coloring. Reds, white, and grey. Actually, that might work for this ship. Custom color. Wait. There's something on the bottom of this. Is that like landing gear or something? There's still the green underneath. It's like the yellow in Space Engineers that you just can't get rid of. Oh, hold up. No. Weird. Don't forget the 60-30-10 rule. Rules are meant to be broken, Shadow. No, you're right. I had a lot of fun painting in Space Engineers, trying to follow that rule. And the rule that Shadow's talking about It's unfortunately being interrupted by an ad, but the rule that Shadow was talking about is 60% should be one color, about 30% another color, and 10% is your highlight color. So if you have some complementary colors on a vehicle, you can get some really nice looking paint jobs, and it is a very good, safe rule to use in games like Space Engineers, where you can more reliably control the distribution of colors. Here I've got fewer options. So I was just thinking I'd go something quite simple. Go bold on the little winglet things, and then the rest of it white and grey. Yep, you can cursor select. I should turn that back off. Silly phone, quiet you. You normally go silent when you connect to my shed's Wi-Fi network. Yeah, I think this is good enough for now. I wouldn't mind going and adding some extra colors on it, but I do feel like anything else I'm going to do here is going to probably diminish the red, because the red is really my highlight color. Right, we've got some modules. Small cargo hold. You go in there. FTL engine. You go in the middle, why not? Don't think it matters. Yeah, so on the colors thing, there is a second. Oh, that's probably where the green is coming from. Oh, that's that? Oh, it's not where the green is coming from. That highlight around there, this yellowish bit is just always yellow. But I can actually change the other bit. Oh. I could go darker like that. Have some metallic bits on it. Shiny. Interesting. I wonder what the... Oh, yeah. Okay. That's kind of cool. That changes everything. I mean, this looks terrible, but... Oops, that's secondary color. I want primary color. The rabbit hole has been entered. Yeah. I mean, in terms of customization for the fixed parts, that's actually not bad. Just need to not get overexcited with the application of this paint. I think that needs to go white. So I've added more red there. The rabbit hole has been entered. And you select the components off the tree to the left to change both wings together. No? I can toggle between them though. Yeah, imagine when you unlock the decals, yeah. Let's validate this and we'll go with that. Not sure I like the cockpit having that as its secondary though. It's a bit too much. Like I both like it and don't. think I mostly don't. I think that's a bit nicer. It's just a bit too large an area. And this is the 60-30-10 rule that Shadow was talking about. Here, the 10 has now become the metallic highlights. And it started to be a bit too much of it. And it was almost matching the other red bits. And it's... yes, control, select works, shift... No, it's all control to select multiple things. Works, yep. Why do these not have any actual color to them? Oh well. Let's validate. Yes. Good enough. I have $4 to my name. Woo. Yeah, that's not bad. As much as I have built stuff with the green color that they used on before, I am much happier with this. I don't know how to make this easier for you guys to see. Have a look on the side of the cockpit just above where my cursor is and read the word that this says. And then come around this side and read the word that it says. Someone forgot to flip the decal. Whoopsie. Oh, refill with magnet. Oh, I have to make money? Well, I guess I gotta go mine something. How rude, you shouldn't be putting those things on stream. I think I should be. They're the same picture. Chipsticks took it with good humor when Shaq and I pointed out that he'd done that. So I don't see any problems. Thanks, Perseus. Thank you for 52 months. Are we enjoying this so far? I would say, based on what I've seen so far, and what I've heard about where this demo is going to end, I'm intrigued enough to come back to this later when it's got an actual release. Now, I do believe that it is sort of an MMO, but not really. It's weird. Store page. It's got single player, so you don't have... No, it's not even an MMO, really. I think it's got some weird stuff. I don't know. It seems to be... Oh, I crashed while I alt-tabbed there. Look at the damage I took. Oopsie. That was a mistake. There shouldn't be shame in releasing a flawed product, however. There should be shame in not fixing said flawed product. Shadow, I agree. Everyone makes mistakes. And if those mistakes are the kinds that a person makes, that's okay. But yeah, I completely agree. I agree to an extent. There should be some shame in releasing a flawed product if you are getting people to pay for it. And that's kind of why you need to fix it. Fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it. Fix it. Yeah, if something's so broken that it's completely unplayable, it's like, how did you not find this in testing? It's one of the really cool things about Stationeers these last couple of years. So one of the things that Rocketworks have been doing... Oh. Why have I got all this blur now? Weird. Or did I have that before and I just didn't notice? But one of the really cool things that Rocketworks do with Stationeers is they play it. They play their game, and they play it a lot, and every time they play it, they run into the stuff that annoys us as players, and then they're like, we should fix that. We should fix that. That needs to be better. Like, there have been so many little irritating things that they've gone, oh yeah, we'll fix that. That'll be better. Yeah, a graphical glitch, some exploitable mechanic, these sorts of things. It's like, some of these things are bound to get missed. They do a similar thing with Icarus, yeah, the devs play it on stream, so I think that's another effective tool, is getting your devs to actually get direct feedback from players when the devs run into something and then the players are like, yes, this really annoys us, can you fix it? It's a good use of feedback tools. All feedback needs filtering, of course, because there are people who will give bad feedback sometimes for various reasons. None of us are innocent of that. Can you fly through the clouds? Yep. Or are you specifically asking me to fly through the clouds, Beer Seeker, because you like the look of them? I'll fly through some once I fill up on a bit more copper to make up this money so that I can get my FTL drive fuel. In fact, I might have enough already. One thing I should point out, actually, I'm going to change something. Options, quality settings. We're going to go back to high. Because I think it was the V-Sync that was making this horrible. Go back to high before we go through the clouds. Oh. Nope. Nope. Not back to high. High is not good. High is dropping the frames hard. Yeah. Here we go. Into the clouds. Out of the clouds. Into the clouds. Out of the cloud. Uh-oh. Oh, my altitude's going up, so that's a good sign. Is it just me? Or does it sometimes look like we're going backwards as we go into the clouds? No, it's definitely like, it's backwards. You go backwards. Watch. Instant reverse. Yep, that really messes with your sense of where you're heading. Like, I know I'm not good at that at the best of times, but still. Really messes with you. Zoom, zoom, zoom! Yeah, it did seem like it could be a particle scaling thing. Hey, Sega? Is there an unlock camera so I can... options... No. No, I cannot manipulate my camera to see a different angle of my ship. What a pity. Yeah, the clouds look good if they can make it so it doesn't look like you're flying backwards. Just take a screenshot of that for posterity. Let's go sell some stuff. Smelt it. Smelt it. You will look the way you are flying, and you will like it, or you will not. It is not our problem. Yeah, the clouds didn't seem to impact the frame rate too much. So, for context of the game's quality settings, I'm running this on a 4070, not the 4070 Super or anything else, just straight 4070 at 4K, because that's my native monitor resolution. And that's probably why I have to drop some of the quality settings a bit. Does anyone remember how much money I needed? Wait, why is that? Why you not let me do more ingot? Oh, because I'm out of money. That's why. Whoops. Running out of money. Oh, Dominator, I wish I could say that I was consistently correct on the tone of voice that people type stuff in. It's hard to pick sometimes, and I do get it wrong. Not enough money to make money. How disturbingly accurate to reality. Kind of like the effect going backwards though. It's like an optical illusion, like when wheels look like they're spinning backwards on the highway. Although, Tryson, you don't get that optical illusion when you fly into clouds IRL. It just, I mean, it feels like when I've observed that on a, I think I've only flown into clouds on big commercial jets. I don't think I've been on a, no, I don't think we went in through any clouds on the in the little planes. It just feels like grey, just sudden. It's so quick. So I have no idea what the transition would actually feel like in a situation where it's slow enough to feel it, to notice it. Alright, let's sell this stuff off. Make all the monies. And nope. I just need to go downstairs, don't I? Buy the fuel. And pay for my repairs from my alt-tabbed crash. I keep doing this thing. Does this not feel like approximately the width of the railings in SE? So I found myself doing this when I was playing this on my own as well. Walking to between these thinking that was a set of stairs. But actually the stairs are here. Curses of habitual things. Yeah, let's repair the damage. Let's fill with plasma. Let's go. Take off. It is also right in the center there. That's true, Beersecret. It has that going for it as well. Target a nearby star which can be reached with an FTL jump. I think that star is too near. Maybe this one? Oh, there we go. Perform jump by pressing 4. Okay. Bigger one nearer? Ah, the highlighted ones. That might be the one to go to. Who'd have thunk it? There we are. And there we have the completion of the demo. But as you can see, from the videos you can do base building. I think, while I do think this game has some bits that I'm like, ooh, it's a little bit MMO grindy in some of the ways that it's set up. I don't think it's bad. I don't think that side of things is enough to make me go, I don't even care what the base building is like. I kind of want to see what the base building is like, because the ship building and design looks like we could actually make some cool looking things. And make some factories, and it seems like it might actually be, yeah, like, I think we'll be able to make some cool looking ships. Agreed, Beerseeker. I completely agree. This should have had some base building in it, and should have had more to it. The fact that you don't have to do any, the fact you can't even do any customization of parts on your spaceship, it's a bit sad. I don't know if I could have gotten the experience points, but I doubt I could have, to be able to go and unlock more, or the money to go and unlock more levels to get different parts. But yeah, the demo, I can see the demo easily leaving people who would like this feeling eh. As much as I'm trying to give it the benefit of the doubt and be like, actually there could be some cool stuff here, and I'll take a look at it. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get a free key for this when it comes out, so that I can test it without any of us outlaying any money. Yeah, we don't know if the stuff is even done. They may have rushed this demo out to have it ready for Next Fest, which is pretty common. And so those other things may not be in the game much at all, or at least not stable enough to show in anything but a video. But yeah, there's the end of SpaceCraft. You can try the demo yourself if you want, and see if you get different conclusions to what I've had. Let's go find another demo.